Now let us see the last topic of the lesson 2. Here the difference between photosynthesis and the respiration. Here the difference between photosynthesis means what? Food preparation process. When you see the respiration, energy releasing process. Now let us see the differences. Here photosynthesis occur only in plants and some photosynthetic bacteria. Here it occurs in a plant and the photosynthetic bacteria. When you see respiration occur in all living organisms. It occur in all living organisms. Here photosynthesis takes place in the presence of sunlight. It takes place only in the presence of sunlight. When you see respiration takes place throughout the day. Here it takes place throughout the day. Right? Here photosynthesis. It occur in chloroplast and is depend on light. As we know, the photosynthesis takes place in the chloroplast and it is depend on light. When you see respiration, aerobic respiration occur in cytoplasm and mitochondria and is independent of light. You see aerobic respiration occurs in the cytoplasm and mitochondria and it is independent of light. It don't require any light there. It just takes place in the cytoplasm and mitochondria here. Photosynthesis. The raw materials are CO2 and water. In the photosynthesis, we know that raw material is CO2 and the water. When you see in the respiration, uses carbohydrates or organic substance and oxygen. Here the main substance is carbohydrate and oxygen. Whereas in photosynthesis, in this process, light energy is fixed in the form of chemical energy and stored in carbohydrates. Here the light energy is fixed and this chemical energy has been it is in the form of chemical energy and stored in carbohydrates. Now here by using the sunlight, the solar energy is converted into the chemical energy and it is stored in a carbohydrate. Now in in this process chemical energy is stored in the carbohydrates burned to release energy. Here the carbohydrates which has been stored, it burn to release energy. Right? Oxygen. In photosynthesis, oxygen is liberated in this process and carbon dioxide is utilized. As we know, during the photosynthesis, carbon dioxide is a raw material, then carbon dioxide has been utilized and the oxygen is released. When you see in the respiration, oxygen is utilized and carbon dioxide is released. Why we utilize oxygen here? Here for the oxidation of glucose, oxygen is utilized and the carbon dioxide is released. Right? The reverse the process of the photosynthesis seen in the respiration. Now you see photosynthesis produce ATP by use of light energy. Here ATP is produced by using the light energy. Here produces ATP by oxidation of glucose. As we said in the oxygen is utilized for the oxidation of glucose. Here by oxidation of the glucose what has been produced? ATP is produced. Here in the photosynthesis ATP is produced by using the sunlight, light energy. When you see in the photosynthesis ATP and NADPH2 are the mainly used for synthesis of organic compound. As we know that the organic compound, what is that organic compound? That is a glucose. For the synthesis of glucose, ATP and NADPH2 are mainly used. When you see NADPH2 and ATP in the respiration are made available for the cellular respiration. Here NADPH2 and the ATP are made available for the cellular respiration. When you see in the photosynthesis, it is an anabolic process. What is the anabolic process now? And one doubt arises in your brain now. Right? Anabolic means nothing but it is a process in which a simple substance converted into a complex substance and it is stored. You know, in the photosynthesis, CO2 and the water has been utilized and by using the sunlight and the presence of chlorophyll, it has formed glucose. Here simple substance are converted into the complex substance and it is stored. This is a food preparing process. Here food has been stored. But when you see respiration, it is a catabolic process. As the food has been digested, after digestion of the food has to be oxidize and release energy. That is only the respiration. It is a catabolic process. The process of releasing energy by using the digested food is called catabolic process. Here when you see the equation here, 6 molecules of carbon dioxide plus 12 molecules of water in the presence of light energy and the chlorophyll give glucose plus 6 molecules of oxygen and 6 molecules of water. This is the equation of the photosynthesis. When you see the respiration, here glucose plus 6 molecules of oxygen gives rise to 6 carbon dioxide plus 6 H2O plus energy. Here the here, by using in the photosynthesis CO2 plus water giving glucose. Right? Here, when you see in the respiration, the glucose plus oxygen gives rise to carbon dioxide plus water and the energy. Here, the whatever the process has been done by simple substance, compound substance is formed. Now the complex substance has been break down into the simpler one. Right? This is the difference between the photosynthesis and respiration. If you study in a detail and with a calm mind, you will easily understand. It is very easy to understand. Right?